Hey Lydia, channel member. Hey Fancy Fancy. Hey Diane. Happy New Year to everybody. Cookies and cream. How you doing, manager? Hi Charlene Hill. How are you? Hey Beverly. Hi Dolores. Hey Hilda. How are you? Fancy Fancy. Happy New Year to everybody. Anna, how are you? Happy New Year. Jean, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Hey Catherine, how you doing? Kay, channel member, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Kimberly, wow. Thank you so much. Oh my. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Happy New Year for sure. um, B10, how are you? Happy New Year. I believe you are. I would believe that, Hilda. You would. Iced tea, Long Island iced tea is nothing to mess with. Hello, Beverly. Hello, Joseph. How are you? How are you? How are you? Tia, how are you? Kimberly again. Thank you. Hello, Deborah. How are you? Hey, Vesper. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for coming in. Yay! Aloha to you. Hello there. How are you? Happy New Year to you. I'll wait for your next hot upload. I'm not saying any more than that, Hilda. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Scratch and Pete, how are you? Happy New Year to you. All right, so the tune song upbeat that was playing in the background, the title is Resolution. I just thought it was perfect for the start of a new year. And hey, boss lady, how you doing? And that's why I wanted to play it. Oh, Carlene, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, you all. Don't start me off crying in the beginning of the new year. So, anyway, well, Happy New Year, everybody. I'm going to continue to work my way through here. Hey, Connie. Happy New Year. You're probably on what, January 2nd by now? I never can keep up. But hey, Larry, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Oh, my goodness. I want to make sure that I don't skip over. I think I've captured everybody so far. It's easy to get lost in the chat and the comments and stuff. So, hey Diane, how are you? Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year, everybody! Hello, Sunshine. How are you? Happy New Year! She is hardworking. She is. She's good people. Hello, Audrey. Happy New Year to you. Joyce, Happy New Year. How is everybody? I don't know, but that's okay. If only six are in, they're probably the ones that got to bed early last night and didn't party all night. I'm just saying. All right, I made it to the bottom. Well, I thought I did, but there's a couple more that popped in. But yeah, so again, Happy New Year to everybody. I don't have any structured agenda, but I did want to start off. Everybody, I'm sure, is aware of the sad news that we got yesterday, but I just felt it was appropriate to um, just again say, rest in peace to Betty White. She is an icon, and yeah, I just wanted to do that really quickly. So let me come back over here. Let me find where I was in the midst of all of my chats, and I think I was scrolling down this way. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. B10, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Wow, you all blessing me right off the gate for this year. I appreciate it more than you really, really know. So, like I said, I didn't have any particular agenda items, only that, Harry and Meghan have been quiet this week as they have the right to be. Um, you know, there's other effery going on, but we're not probably going to get into all of the shenanigans. But I did want to just have a kickoff. Oh, yeah, I'm sure wow, you've been busy, busy. I'm sure you will be, Hilda, you'll be getting some sleep. Most of us probably will be. I didn't stay up that late, but I didn't want to get up this morning when I did, and I'm up early with the dogs and stuff like that. So, yes, thank you all. Thank you all for the donations. I appreciate it. Hey, Spirit Mouse, Happy New Year to you. I really just wanted to kick off 2022. I have to get used to saying it because, 2021 tries to still roll in there, but 2022, truly what my message that I have pinned up at the top, I do hope that we all are blessed with, prosperous, joyful, peaceful, and year filled with love. So, it has been a very difficult one for people coming into the new year already. I've seen a lot of friends, acquaintances on Facebook that are posting that they either their children are now sick, they're sick, etc., and even one that's a toddler. So please be careful out here, everyone. Please be careful. And that's my PSA on the pandemic that we're experiencing. Hello, Clark. Clark, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Yes, that's so true, Carlene. That is so true. No bad energy. This is a year that we're going to do our best that we, although when those need dragging, they will get dragged. But, today is just lighthearted. We haven't talked in a week, so I wanted to truly give some time to that and hang out with you. I won't keep you long. I know I probably said that each week. Hello, Geraldine. Happy New Year to you. Hey, Nellie. How are you? Happy New Year. Hello, Emma. Happy New Year to you. Well, yesterday was a busy day for everyone, whether you were in Sussex Squad or not. It was just everybody, their mother, sister, uncle, brother seemed to go live. And at one point, I was like, "How many windows can I have open and can I bounce around?" So, my husband doesn't even ask anymore. Why do you have the computer? Because it's easier. The cell phone, you can only have one window at a time, and yeah. That's spent in IG when you're sending messages back and forth to different content creators. So just one of them things, you know what I'm saying? Ah, yeah, she did. She gave us some good laughs. I mean, now when we see reruns of the Golden Girls, it's gonna take on a different feel for us since they were all gone. And yeah. Hello, Rhonda. How are you? Welcome. Happy New Year to you. So let me try to keep up as much as I can with the chat. She truly was. I mean, I paused when I saw the alert on my phone and just started hollering, "No, no, this can't be. This can't be. No, 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 no." My father's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Betty White died." Took him a minute, but then he caught on and yeah. Hello, how are you? Is it Nangle? I want to be sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. How are you? Welcome. Happy New Year. Woo. I'm a little winded because I ran like I had about 5 minutes before the live started. So, of course, I'm like, oh, let me take the dogs out. So, in case I get long winded or whatever, you know how we do when we get together, we hang out. And, the puppy goes right out. She goes. Penelope, she just wants to sniff around. And I'm like, you are on a time limit. We've got to go back in. And when I come in, there's like 5 seconds. I was like, I tell you. Hey, Towels, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Hey, Kenneth, Happy New Year. Oh, I tell you all, it's good to truly still be here and be able to hang out with you all. Hey, Lorna, Happy New Year to you. I think I've captured everybody. I say that and then it jumps on me. Hello, Jaden. How are you? Um, yeah. I don't know how you do it, but to those who have not been introduced to this channel that's on the screen, I think he has a gut of steel because he's if you like spicy foods or even like what is it? Not it just went right out of my head. So sauces or whatever. You have to check out his channel. He makes me break out into a sweat. That's how hot some of the stuff because there's no way I would be fooling with none of the peppers when they get into them really high ranges of set your gut on fire. So now, excuse me. For those who are content creators, you know, and you've been in my live chats before, there is a code that I have set up and I didn't pin it, but I figured most people know it. But I do realize there are some new content creators in here. You can do one of two things. You can type exclamation grow, hit enter, and the Nightbot should be, I didn't give it a vacation or a holiday, so it should be working. We'll drop the link to your channel and or you can, come back once the live has finished and then, drop your name of your channel in the comment section. So that way it'll give everybody a chance to catch you. Oh, thank you. Yes. I try not to go on too early, but I know the West Coasters and even those in Hawaii are probably like, yeah, okay, you say you weren't coming on that early, but I'm hoping that it's a nice balance and, hey Kay. If I didn't say hello to the channel member, I try to make sure I speak to them especially. And let me see. Let me get a little tunes in the background. They won't get me shut down. Haha. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Lorna. Thank you. Um, I can eat it, but it may kick my butt later, and I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Oh, Larry, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. You all. Let me get back on my phone and pull up the little tunes in the background, hopefully. I think I have everything set up. Um, I don't know if I added that one in, so I'm not going to fool with it too much, but I'll just play this in the background for a little bit. It's a few minutes. Gives you a little break on hearing my voice. Ooh wee. Yeah, well, you can live vicariously through him. That's what I do with Dave Thrill Seeks. All the rides, yeah, I live vicariously through because there's no way in the world. No, we may not want to do that. We may not want to do that. Oh, if you need more sleep, go ahead and get some sleep. You can always watch it on replay. So let me just. Oh, well, that's good. Hopefully, it's not amazingly early there. It's hard, I think, as content creators. I know I almost want to rotate the times of different uploads that I do, but then I look at the analytics and it's like the majority of the people are on at the same time. So I'm like, okay. um, wow. Yeah. You need to Tums needs to be your best friend before, during, and after. I know it's kind of weird to I'm just glad you're much better, Hilda. Oh wow. I guess that does happen. I mean, I've had some spicy foods that some Thai food and then some Jamaican the curry. Oh my gosh, like yeah, where I was stomping my foot. That's how hot it was as I'm eating it, but it was so good. Later that evening, yeah, I kicked myself, but I love it. Hey Robin, happy new year. Hello, hello. Oh, it's not raining here yet. Yet. But it's warm. It's crazy. It's warm. Um I know down in the south usually it's not as cold, but I was outside, short sleeves and didn't really need to worry about a sweatshirt or anything like that. So, and took all the Christmas decorations out of the yard. So, I left them on last night while they were solar, so whatever sun they got to charge. Uh, oh, really, Hilda? Oh, okay. Well, I look at it this way, Hilda. It could be snow. Be thankful, right? Because usually, New Year's Eve, for whatever reason, it always seemed like the temperature dropped, and people that would be out there in Times Square, I was like, mm-mm, never. For all the years I lived in New Jersey, I never went into Times Square. Wanted to, but it just was like, I don't want to fight the cold like that. Ooh, yeah. It's about it's supposed to be, I think, 70, 72. Probably 72 is the highest it'll be. So, ooh, that's beach weather. Like, get me to the beach. Mm. So, any major plans for the channel in 2022? Um, I won't say any major shifts. I have always, and I've mentioned this before, with probably shifting into just Sussex related, but the numbers are now shifting a little bit. So for the other content that I do, I will probably keep it status quo for now and just see how things go, but, I had plans for another channel that I probably won't even say when I do launch it, and I'm doing that for particular reasons, and, I'm just gonna kinda stay the course, stay the course. So, is there anything anybody wants to see? And I mean, we discussed this, I think it was last week. Okay, politics is off the table. My live is flagged. Um it's in yellow status, so any content creator kind of understands that. The only other status would be red or, well, black or red. And so yeah, no. I'm not touching the politics. I'm not going to touch if I do current events, it's going to be pretty much in the format that I've been doing. So, not trying to call out any particular ethnic groups, nothing like that. So, yeah, staying away from all that. Wow. Last Wednesday, 67 in Alaska. My gosh, that's like summertime. Whoa. It's kind of scary because, climate change. I'm just saying. Hi, Rory. Happy New Year to you. Welcome. All right. Oh, hi. Hey, Liz, how are you? Happy New Year. Let me see. Where am I on? Collabs with other content creators. Um, I'm gonna write that down. I have to think, like, what could I possibly do? I'm not into challenges or the mukbangs or mukbangs. I like watching those, but yeah, I'm not the one. I'm not gonna be on camera eating, so I take my hat off to all those that do. But there might be other things that I can do as a collab, so I wouldn't mind that. That would be pretty cool. Just have to come up with some type of thing that kind of fits in with everything. Hey, Unc, channel member, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Hope you are well, staying safe. Whew, I tell you, let me find. I'll just have to update the description. Any music that I play is usually I have it in the description, and yes, copyright free because we want no issues. No, 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 no. I'm not doing challenges. That one that you did, when was that? Was that on Wednesday when you did the weird one? And she was eating a chicken dish with mint chocolate um Kit Kats? No. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. It took everything I had to watch that, so yeah. Yeah, I know. Um, Clark, I'm with you there. If you could see, I'm with you. I see you. Yeah, I get it. It would have to be very strategic. Um, but if content creators are about building and I know them and know their previous uploads and their work and what they put out, then yeah, yeah. There's some things I'm not going to even loosely be tied to and then get pulled into some crap. No. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. That's interesting. Household item. Well, I could do a review on this deep fryer that my husband bought. The man, I tell you. But it does wonders. I did some chicken wings and I was quite surprised. I was like, wow, okay. Um, well, that's good. I appreciate you being here, listening. Ooh, let me see. No, no, no. No, no, no. I'm not gonna eat on camera. I mean, I did that review of the soup, everybody which caught everybody by surprise. I do have some soup in there that I think I'm gonna review for everyone. Um, it's butternut squash. Yeah. So when the moment hits me, and the weather has to be right. Of course, when it's almost 80 degrees or 75 degrees out, soup is not high on my list. So once we hit our cold streak again, I'll probably do that. And hello, love to travel with Wave. How are you? Happy New Year. Um, just going through the comments. Everybody's saying hi, hi, hi. Well, that is, let me see, collabs. I have plans for interview of one of the largest Sussex podcasts. I just have to catch up with the creators and get it on the schedule. And then I think I will open up the first few questions to channel members to see what they would love to ask and kind of go from there. But I got to get that scheduled. Less procrastination. And, with the holidays, I just really wanted people to kind of enjoy themselves and not be caught up in, oh, I got to schedule this, we got to do this, we got to. But now we're coming out of the holiday and I need to get on it. Oh, let me see. Um, yeah, Diane, it would be nice. Now I do have a few things and I had to laugh because Virginia, I'm just gonna say, kudos to you on saying make him prove that he can't sweat. I saw that and I was like, "Ooh, mm-mm-mm." See, channel members get a little bit of the tidbits that I see here and there and everywhere, but yeah, I'm just cracking up at it. Hey, Abby, how are you? Welcome. Happy New Year to you. Okay, what time is it? Okay, only 3 minutes. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh, that's not a good thing. Reviews are always good. Yeah, I think because it was so out of the blue when I did that, but it was what is it, Vlogtober, so I was just trying to really have some content, and I'm like, hey, I'll just throw this out here. Why not? I mean, it was well received, and I'm grateful for that. If you all had been like, you've bumped your head, I would have had to tuck my tail and been like, okay, I guess I won't do that anymore. But yeah, all right. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Um, oh, really? Well, we were into the air fryer for a while, and then I don't know why my husband bought the deep fryer. I didn't. He just kind of said, "I want a deep fryer." Now, mind you, when I asked, "What do you want for Christmas?" it's silence, and then he just pops up. Oh, I'm headed to the store. I'm gonna buy a deep fryer. Okay, and our cabinet, our counter space is slowly like fading, but that's part of just living. And oh, okay. Tell Grandma hi. Enjoy your time on Zoom. Yeah, that's pretty cool. If only I could Zoom with mine, I really would love that. So, oh my goodness. Hello, Information Man. How are you? Happy New Year to you. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah. I have that in the description as a reminder with April. Um, hopefully it's not postponed, but we're all gonna have to just wait and see, especially as cases are skyrocketing around and, yeah, everybody will have to take into play, and I'm sure, Harry and the other coordinators and organizers will do what is best. There's a lot of things that have to keep getting pushed off, but that's just part of the day and time that we live in. Hello, Georgia girl. I am every woman, the dream team. How are you? Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. Are any of you that aren't content creators considering creating channels this year? Just wondering. Well, the crazy thing, Cookies, is they left in 2000. So technically, January 8th of this month will be 2 years from the time they made their announcement that they were stepping back, and the craziness still continues. It's, I think it would have been 100 times worse if they stayed. So I am glad that they're gone. And now the world has been looking at the UK media with like a side eye. And some have lost their chances of being on the US channels spewing their crazy hate against Meghan when she's done nothing to them. So, yeah. Well, you know what it is. I know there are some creators who do an awesome job with their panels. I have had one or two on my, so I know Identity's been up and Spirit Mouse has been up at separate times and that type of thing. Not sure how I would want to do panels unless it was an interview type thing. So I just don't want to open it up and have some crazy thing pop off on me because you do have to be have things well in place so that you can shut down any craziness that might pop up on the screen. I might do Vlogtober this coming year. I was even considering doing something. I know Max has spoken on this of doing um a video every day in the month of January, but I think I'll wait to February, Black History Month. Yeah, I can draw a little bit more content from that. So, and it's although it's an odd month, it's still one that, you know, it's how many days? It's 28 days this year, right? And so I will do those days and do my best with them. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot doing something every day, having an upload that is um, interesting. At least I think it's interesting. It depends on the views that will tell you if it's not. I mean, the person that was kind of upset that I responded on a YouTube, this was a YouTube creator's upload about the dislike when they were informing the content creators that they were disabling the dislike button. We can still see the numbers in our analytics, but it's not where the public gets to see it. So I had made a comment that I'm glad because some people used it as a way of bullying a content creator. If you don't like the content, I would think within 10 seconds you just click off and move on. When you realize if you're clicking on someone's video just to click the dislike button, you've given them engagement. So it's best if you don't like it, just to, oop, 10 seconds, I'm out of here. 15 seconds, I'm out of here, whatever it is. So when you hit the dislike, so that person, and I laughed because it was like months ago when I said this, and they were quite tart about it. That's the word I will use, tart about it on the comment. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. Can't make everybody happy, right? Um, I see that it is in oh, I should know this, shouldn't I? Um, Where is it? The Hague. They're having it The Hague. So hopefully, fingers crossed, because it will be such great content and all that going on. I know that Harry has a huge case coming up this year also against the tabloids. So that one will be even more monumental than Meghan. So we all will be stay tuned for that one. So, whew, let's see. Ooh, look at you. We. That's probably the only thing I can say. Don't laugh at me. Hello, Wendy. How are you? Well, Clark, if you have any questions, I think that's some more stuff that I would like to do is just I'm about building and everybody, all boats rising. You know what I'm saying? Like what I've learned over the past 4, 5 months, I want to share and I willingly share with others. Yeah, it is something when you meet content creators that are about building up each other and not tearing down. So, you get further that way. So, yeah, we'll see. But I would be interested in seeing what you have in store. Just understand that quadrant. Yeah, you may not want to dip the toe into that. I'm just saying that's just my opinion. Yeah, yeah. Hello, Patty. How are you? Your owner is here. Okay. 2022. Woo. Yes, that is an idea that I plan on doing. And then hopefully my channel will get a little bit more exposure, especially from the bigger ones that have a large base that may not know about little old me sitting over here in the corner. So, oh, good. Yeah. See, I thought of that on the fly, but I think you need Spirit Mouse for even kind of prompting that thought because that was something that was, it is a lot of work doing uploads, especially if you have a 9 to 5 job and it's just trying and family life and all that, balancing all that. That's why I take my hat off to anyone who is a daily vlogger as far as like family vlogs. I see a lot of those. It's just whew, take my hat off to those people that can do that because it's a lot. Yes, I'll come up with some name. I don't know. Um, Hilda. Oh, okay. I'm glad you have your eye on that too. Yes, get Woody. Oh, Wendy. Is that what Woody's called? Okay. Is that who that is? Oh my gosh. Hilda, I can't. I can't. Okay. If you all haven't watched Hilda's content, I get it now. I was getting ready to block that one, but I was gonna see where it was gonna go. Um, I remember that. Well, it's one of those the 24-hour. So this is the deal. For anybody that is looking at or watched, there was one that was recently in a quadrant. I think it was well over 24 hours. But the whole thing is YouTube does not process any live streams or um, videos that are over 12 hours. So someone has to break their stream if you're doing a live stream for several minutes, whatever it is, and then restart again. for YouTube to process it. Basically, if it's ongoing and it crosses over a day, I mean, I can get it. How are they supposed to process that? And if you're going into almost a second day, yeah. So a lot of times it's fun for the records, but you have to really be smart. And it may be where you go from, one content creator maybe does 10 hours or 12 hours, and then it goes to another one, or, three. You kind of break it up so that way it's a lot to stay on that long. I take my hat off to anybody that can do it, but yeah. Oh, it happens. Believe you me, Kimberly, it happens. Um, I mean, I can even admit before I was even doing content that, someone, especially if it was said about Harry and Meghan, yes, those channels, we all know about those channels. And I've tried to educate a few content creators that will share stuff with me on my, will tag me and be like, hey, check this out. This channel saying this. And I'm like, step away from that channel. Stop giving them clicks. If it's not a pro Sussex channel, leave the channel alone. Um, and I had to learn, and Tina and Michelle, especially Tina, did a lot. We're trying to educate the squad on stop clicking on these channels. All you can do is when you're on your main screen, if it's in your recommendations, click to the right, and there's usually three dots, and you click do not recommend channel. That's really all that we can do. Otherwise, you're giving them the view, which then helps their analytics, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I would love to see a cleanup occur here on YouTube, but you know, no telling if that would ever happen. No telling whatsoever. Oh, what was happening with that? I thought something was shut down or taken down or whatever. You know, yeah. When we're trying to be informative and we're trying to educate and you're trying to just share a little bit of some of your knowledge, because I am not the most knowledgeable, but what I've learned, I try to share little tidbits, tips and tricks or whatever. Yeah. Some of that's received, some of it not so much. Yeah. Hopefully all the channels will. We also are going to have to be mindful that there are copyright issues, so we can't share but so much. So not to be flagged, and copyright strikes are not the best thing ever. So I mean, the other day I was trying to do a short, and I was using Bossy. I was going to use Bossy in it, and I guess I went over the 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and had a red mark quick. Like I did it the upload at night, so when I woke up in the morning there was a notification, and on my phone it was red, and I automatically knew, oh man, no, 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 no. So I went and deleted it because it was no big deal. It was a short and it didn't have like hardly any views. And I just uploaded again and just, yeah, call it a day. Found another song and stuck to the 9 seconds and kind of went from there and haven't had any problems. When you're doing the shorts and you're using the YouTube Music Studio, I think it's called, those aren't going to be monetized anyway. So I'm fine with that. I just don't want strikes. So, Khalees's company was like, "Psh, who are you? No, won't happen here." And it's different than saying, hey, the revenue will come to us. It was red. And I was like, no, 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 not happening. So, you know, I don't know if you all heard the news that the former mistress, now wife, just got the badge of honor from the Queen. So I'll share that with you. Nope, that's not it. Ooh, did I not upload it? I don't think I uploaded it. Uh, I probably saw it and was like, "I'm not gonna show that," but, the former mistress, now wife, who is truly the Princess of Wales, but she just doesn't go by that, got the Lady of something garter, whatever, which I think that means, you're the family type thing, but if my understanding is correct about that whole brouhaha. Now, I will show this. Let me get to the bottom of some of this stuff. Well, yeah, and I just wonder about that, but I loved how the US or non-UK media handled that write-up because a lot of them did call out the UK, especially Mail on Sunday, for the bull crap that they did on um, printing that so-called apology. And it wasn't an apology; it was just matter of fact. She won against us. Um, financial is X, Y, and Z. Not that we were wrong. We should not have done this. We knew we were breaking the law, but they'll never admit to that. They'll always claim, you know. Okay, good to know. I can breathe a sigh of relief, Clark. I just, yeah, it's a new year. We need to move forward, um, to each his or her own as to what they want to indulge in. I mean, being in the clouds is a good thing. If you drop out the clouds and acknowledge your presence, that's cool. But yeah, if you start doing content, you already know you're going to be on folks' radar. Yeah, so I'm glad to see that. Yeah, his case comes up. Oh, yeah. I'm sure they'll try, cookies and cream. I'm sure they'll try to turn it where, he's still in love with her, some crap like that, which we know better than that. Because we know better than that, because this is why we know better than that. This is why. This right here is why we know better than all the crap that they could print. And actually, it's funny that the UK media was so bold. They're so bold and brazen that they were taking bits of text messages and printing them. And as if, he wouldn't know. He who said that he has a book and he keeps a list of what is said, who says it about him. Come on. There's no way some things would not be known unless you were basically hacking. And, we know that the UK media is good for a good hacking. They love to do that. So what was this? Oh, okay, sweetie. I thought I said sweaty. That's my bad. Hey, 77, how are you? Whoo, I saw that wrong. My bad, my bad. Hey, I thought you were typing a new new language, so I was like, okay, I'm good with that. It's all right, Robin. We all do it. Believe you me, we all do it. So, oh, thank you. I received that. I received that. Multiplied by 10 or 100. As many that will come, I want to come. So, yeah. Well, yeah, they're obsessed. I mean, we're obsessed from a good standpoint. I know people like, really? Because I said to my husband, oh, our great niece is released a Christmas card. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, you don't know by now? Come on, when I say that, you don't know by now? And so I showed him. He just rolled his eyes and shook his head like, okay, okay. But we're not related. And I said, yes, we are. And I let it go. Let it go. So, oh, yes, we have to continue to advocate and pray. And that's true. The deranged are crazy. They lost their mind over the Christmas card, they the holiday card, it's just a lot. I'm glad that the Christmas luncheon that is usually over there in the UK was canceled because that cut off most of their stories that they probably had running, so, yeah. Who was warned? What's going on? I missed something. Hilda? Hilda, I see you. Mwah. Oh, but why is it driving them nuts? The only thing I'm looking forward to is content coming up, especially from Spotify, the podcasts. So it would be great if some of the positive Sussex podcasts were picked up underneath their umbrella, but that would limit what they could do. So they probably wouldn't do that. But yeah. Hi, Woody. How are you? That's a continual. That's an everyday thing we have to pray for their safety. And I'm way behind. Hello. How are you? Baron, how you doing? Happy New Year to you. I've been in the clouds on a lot of the lives. You've been going live a lot. Kudos. See, you gotten comfortable with it. I told you we get comfortable with it. I stay off cam as much as possible, as everybody knows. And yeah. Well, I appreciate Woody and Wendy being here. They'll keep their eye on, anyone that comes in and wants to stir up trouble, and they'll just give them the little bam, 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 bam. You have to watch Hilda's content to understand that. Okay, I'm just saying. Oh, they're gonna have a big year, definitely. But the UK media can only do so much, and a lot of it is speculation since their main line of communication leaks has been cut off. I mean, they don't know anything, and then it's all speculation. Now, when there was 4 of them, I believe it was 4 of them that were, um, these 2 YouTubers got them on video, and they were lying about right before the Oprah interview, I believe, and they were lying about the content of the interview. That should have done in any, UK quote reporter, end quote, expert of carnival ever being on any other media except the UK media. Because you had 4 people that were paid to give their opinion on an interview that nobody had seen, and they did it and lied. I mean, it just, yeah, they'll go to no lengths than to lie on Harry and Meghan, more so Meghan. Harry will call them on their crap. It is the content. Yep. You can get watch hours very quickly. I mean, kudos if you are in a genre that, because it is that niche and genre that it's your thumbnail also is very, very important to catch the eye and draw people in and that they watch at least 3 minutes if you're doing a video. A live, you automatically get the view as soon as somebody clicks into it. And I believe the impressions are big. So yeah, there's so much to it. And once YouTube starts driving your content out and like, hey, let's see how this does. And then more people are not just scrolling past your, preview. They click and go in and watch. Yeah. But let me just throw this out here to everybody. Okay. When you see that there's a 3 minute or 4 minute video, maybe 5 minutes, watch at least the whole thing, put it on and let it run, or at least 3 minutes. At least 3 minutes. Because you can hurt even though you might support a content creator, you can hurt them in the back end because YouTube looks at that and is like, yeah, people aren't sticking around to watch your stuff long enough. So why would we push it out for more people to watch? So just saying, please be mindful of that. And also be mindful of if you don't have YouTube Premium and you get ads that pop up, that person may or may not be monetized. So YouTube can put ads on anybody's content that's uploaded and is suitable. So if you know a content creator is monetized, please don't skip the ads. I'm just saying. We need our little pennies too. I'm just saying. Okay, that's another PSA. Yeah, you can, Clark, you can do a little teaser. I understand you want everything to be right. And I'll give you this tidbit. If you're going to start the channel, and I'm going to say, and take the if, when you start it, if you already have some content recorded, edited, and ready to go, you can do a little preview, hey, this is what's coming. And then when you are ready to launch, you just can schedule your upload. So if you want to do every day, every other day, once a week, whatever it is, I mean, you set the tone, but know that the tone that you set, people do get used to it. Because I was actually pretty surprised when I was doing Vlogtober, and November came in, and people were like, "So, are you still uploading every day?" And I'm like, "What? No, that was just for October." And then I started doing Insecure Mondays. And then I got the sweetest message. So, what are you going to do to replace the Insecure Monday? And I was like, what? So, I appreciate it. I love that you all like the content that I'm putting out there. But yeah, yeah. Exactly, Diane. That's your best defense is just hit do not recommend. Um, because otherwise, yeah, it can be. And Baron, I appreciate you coming out of the clouds and hanging out, you know. See, Anna, I did. I'm just late. You know how I do. I get lost in one comment or here or there, and then I start and I get long-winded and yeah, it's a wrap. So I'm gonna try to whiz through this and get caught up. Okay. I'm gonna whiz through, get caught up. Hello, Korea Donna Vlog. How are you? I know people probably here, there, everywhere, and left. Don't leave. Stick around. Let me say hi to you appropriately. Hello, Angela. How are you? Um, I would probably say no. And the reason why I say that, number one, I can't believe those channels would actually be suitable for ads, and they probably don't care about the ads only because they are getting huge amount of views. Now, whether they're paying for them, I don't know. You have a hate channel and you go from, you know, 0 subs to, having 10, 15, 20, 30,000 plus. Yeah, YouTube is about making money. We all know that. So that's all I'm going to say on that. And hi, Rosa, if I didn't say hi to you before. Um, that's true, Diane. That's the one thing we all still have power over is if you are sub to channels and then suddenly the content is a little iffy, you can unsub and it doesn't need to be an announcement. You unsub, you just mark it do not recommend, and then you go on with life and you wish them well and move on from there. So, hi, April May, how are you? Yes, it is. That's true, Joseph. That's very, very true. Maybe not fast enough for many of us, but it's true. Okay. Well, I'm 12 minutes behind, so enjoy your breakfast, your brunch. Um, that's true. They didn't acknowledge the wrongdoing, but We know the deal. It's in the court records, and if those in the UK truly were as brilliant as they say, they would check the records. Those are public records, so, you know, why do we know more and we live outside the country? I'm just saying. Ah, but has she? I'm just saying. She pops up every now and then. I've seen articles on his former and just saying, why do we care what she's doing? Just weird to me. They do think they're smart, but when the owner is so connected and sits in the house, because what is it, the House of Lords? He is a lord, I believe. So yeah, well connected, protected, that type of stuff. But as that family, and especially Space, as Space found out, when you continued to help try to tear down your brother and sister-in-law, I mean, yes, she's biracial. Get over it. You should have got over that long ago. And I'm going to say back in 2016 when you found out that Harry was dating her and you knew how serious Harry was. You should have stopped then and just said, "I'm going to have to accept this and kind of move on." If you were really smart, you would understand genetics and biology and all that, that she's biracial. So her marrying a white man, their children weren't going to turn out to be as dark as her hair. Like, seriously. And then that really shouldn't be a problem if your family is not racist, but then your family colonized half the world. But I digress. Moving right along. Ooh, see, took me a left turn there, and now, I gotta come on back around. Come on back around. Yeah, but if we stop clicking, giving them, okay, so if you want a screenshot, that's what I do. But providing the links to um, whether it's a UK publication, like no UK publication should ever get any clicks from links being shared. I'm, I'm in a Facebook group that I'm considering. I mean, I love that it is truly about Harry and Meghan and they're positive, but if you're sharing links to these UK publications, are you really positive? Because they should never get any traffic from Sussex supporters. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. I was hoping for a little of the Happy New Year that we got last year from Master Archie, but that did not happen. And I'm like, okay, we can't lose our minds. We know that their security is very fine. Oh, you're talking about as far as technical skills? Okay. Because we all saw that security guard that was with them in New York. I'm just saying. Okay. Moving along. Mm, I don't think so. It's owned by Google, and I don't think he owns Google. He might have ownership in it. I don't know. But okay. Bye, Robin. Have a wonderful day. See you next week, hopefully. Yeah. Let me get caught up. Hey, Facing Reality, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Welcome, welcome. Um, if there are content creators that you want to drop your link, feel free. If you don't remember, it is exclamation point grow and then hit enter and Nightbot should be around. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, that could happen. Hopefully hopefully it was bringing up other um Sussex positive type information, but yeah, you never know what you have on there. No, it's more of a joke of him with the internet, but yeah, that's not one of those things that I will just say that, we all whether we we do content creators kind of work for themselves, but you do have a boss because they're cutting a check to you. Um, you're an independent contractor, and yeah, they can cut ties at any time. So we have to abide by the rules that when you click that button, you say that you agree to following the terms and conditions. And if nobody got this person, I'm gonna get you. Block user. Oh, maybe somebody got you already. They snagged you. And thank you to whomever might have snagged them because I would have to go on another screen. I mean, what cracks me up is you will find some of the haters of Harry and Meghan upset when we in Squad will flip things that have a little tinge of truth in there. So let's not pretend that that hashtag Prince William affair is not have a tinge of truth to it because there were um, legal documentation filed against papers and reporters to take down tweets and articles and etc. So, I'm just saying, don't come for us, we won't come for you is type of situation there. Hey Vera, how are you? Happy New Year. But yeah. Yeah, we are. I mean, it said I said this last week, I think. It says AdSense. Well, I mean, it is sense. CENTS. Understand that. So, some of the stuff you see people doing to each other, it's like really over what? Oh, okay. I'm just saying. It's a good thing to have, you know, super chats, super stickers. That's awesome. Appreciate anyone who gives. It's not an obligation. Channel membership is also awesome. Thank you to those who have joined. But I know someone asked me about merch, and that doesn't come unless you have 100,000 subs, I think. So, yeah. Even when you reach 10,000, you don't get a plaque. I mean, they acknowledge you, but then it's when you get 100,000 that I guess you become the type of content creator on these here YouTube hallways, streets, and all that stuff. So we all have to grow our channels and get to 100,000 because I want to see, and maybe even a million. I want to see all of us do those unveilings and really celebrate those moments. Oh, yeah, it's going to be positive. It's going to be awesome. And, that type of stuff. All right, get some rest. How many minutes behind? Oh, not too bad. Love you, Hilda. Get some rest. Yeah, but I mean, one day all of his stuff is gonna come out. All of his crap is gonna come out. Um, he should realize he loses hair strands every time he keeps messing and picking at his brother and sister-in-law, and he needs to stop it. And the teeth get yellower, but I'm just saying. Okay. I'm in a little bit of a petty mode, if y'all haven't picked up on that. Pay me no, never mind. Hey, Life with Nicole, Marie, and Gary, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. It doesn't take much probably to get me to make a left turn or right turn. And there I am into the mess. Hey, Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama. How are you? Happy New Year to you. Oh, he was booked and busy. Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's it. Or he was burning rubber on his Lamborghini from, the win his mom had in court in the appeals court. So yeah, one of those two. Hi, Joan. How are you? Happy New Year to you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, I see there's quite a few people in here. Thank you to those that are in the chat, those in the clouds. Hello to you. We are safe, friendly group. You can drop down and say hi if you want. Don't start none, won't be none. That's my motto. Hey, Mary, how are you? I'm old school. I'd aged myself saying that, but I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. Well, if nothing else fails, play it sit in front of a piano, probably a self-playing piano, and you get thousands of glowing, remarks on how talented you are, which you've never sat in front of a piano in over 10 years. Are we gonna see you play the golden one that your, husband's grandmother has? But really play it? I'm just saying. Okay. Well, that's true. That's true. If you leave your soul at the door. So, mm. And some of them are finding out the hard way because their channels are now being taken. Um, some of those hate. I know that one of the trolls, was just making what 3 grand from her channel, just pushing out hate. So I'm sure if I was pushing out constant content, then I might be there too, but not hateful content. Hmm, depending on who you're talking about. Um, well, Vera, that has been a story going back in the ages of time for all those who believe in the Bible, Cain and Abel. I'll just start there. And there's always been brother against brother in a sense, or jealousy that leads to a brother going against a brother. And back in the olden days, royals within the family line would take out another in order to attain that golden throne, so to speak. So, yeah, it's an old adage. I'm glad that Harry has the protection he does. And I think all of us held our breath until they were safe and out of, especially when they were in Canada and then their location was disclosed, but security was removed. If that wasn't a blatant, I'm just saying, I'm not going to speak on it. Hi, Karen. How are you? Happy New Year to you. Thank you, and same to you. Yes, 2 2, double. We're going to see double of our joy, prayerfully, and our love and prosperity. Oh my gosh, hair club for men. Yeah, there you go. He can do a commercial for them and get tons of money that he can donate to a charity. One moment, I got to mute to cough. Okay. See, I need to behave myself. That's what I get. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Let me hurry up. Hello, Beverly. Happy New Year to you. I hope Nellie is okay because I haven't seen Church Nellie. Maybe she, still recouping from a long night or whatever. Are you being deleted in here or are you saying elsewhere? Because I haven't seen anything with the Nightbot. I haven't seen the Nightbot at all, but yeah. Millie Vanilli. Oh, I love it. No lies found there. No lies. I mean, every year she's coming into her own, whatever, come into her own. If she's 40 or will be 40 or whatever the age she is, come on. She was into her own when she was dating him and when she married into that family, she was into her own, so whatever. Oh, okay. I'm just checking, Mary. I know Nightbot can get kind of crazy, but you can't respond on certain, I don't know, whether it's you have to be careful too because now social media like Twitter or whatever getting real tough. Even if you respond to someone, I know I responded. When was this? That had to be over a year ago. And I was responding to a comment and got reported and got suspended for like, I don't know, 8 hours, 10 hours or something like that. And let me just tell everybody, make sure if you I don't have a second account, mind you, but I'm not on there doing anything crazy. But I didn't have like they told me you don't have your email set up, so I was always one with the privacy worried. But yeah, it comes in handy having your secondary way of getting your account out of so-called jail. So yeah. Ah, oh my gosh. Yeah, let me tell you. Gone are the days of them being able to set the tone for um, the headlines, so to speak. Reality is so much different, and social media technology has changed the game. We would have believed them more that they cared about Meghan and they were out to protect Meghan if they had removed all those hateful comments and blocked those, accounts, et cetera, et cetera. But I guess when you're paying for the job to be done, you got to have proof that it is being done, so you leave it up there. A good question, Elizabeth. I don't think so because a lot of their, or at least her charities, a few of them have shut down, sadly, because that's impact. That's a negative impact because the charities are there to help those truly in need. And now, if a charity closes, yeah, just saying. Hey, Derek's Journey. Happy New Year to you. How are you? Excuse me. Well, it's not even that caring about the money, it's the title. The title. That is what she signed up for. Hopefully, she's still around to have that title and not in a situation as the current Princess of Wales who doesn't use that title. Um, and I don't even think that Kate will even be called that when it comes down to it. I don't know because for all these years it's been one of those it's been used against Charles's wife and now, Diana is just known by that title and yeah, if you're emulating your mother-in-law, you can't very well now kind of kick her to the curb, can you? Hey, just relax now. How are you? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Mm, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I just realized I'm over an hour. Wow. See how you all get me yapping and then I lose track of time? Um, so the bots revolted. Well, they don't pay that well, the family as a whole. They really don't. That's known. So that's a known thing. I'm glad you're fine. That's good. Oh, but what's coming this year we're so excited for. So yeah, not only Invictus, if it should happen and not postpone, and I would think that we will hear in another month and a half um, if it's going to be postponed, and that all depends on what numbers are doing and if countries are going back into lockdown, etc. So yeah, I want all of us to be here next year this time and talking and laughing and joking and as well as family members and loved ones. And although we don't have control over all of that, it's just yeah, that's true, Anna. That's true. Which is sad, but that's true. Yep, they do. Mediocrity pays in some realms. Hey, 345 Barry. Happy New Year to you. I enjoyed watching the fireworks. That was pretty cool last night as the UK went into 2022. Of course, I think what 5 hours ahead of us, but it was just pretty cool to see or hear the fireworks and the excitement with 345 Barry. So I had fireworks around here too, but of a different variety when you're in the country. I'll just say Second Amendment type of fireworks. Yes, that's what I was hearing around. And Kuja was not pleased. This was yeah. So, but she did pretty well, as did Penelope, considering. I mean, that's pretty sad. I'm just saying, it's just pretty sad. And I think it upsets the haters more that Meghan could care less about a title. She was marrying Harry, has. She was marrying him. He came with a title, but that's not why she was marrying him. So that's why leaving made it. Excuse me again for clearing my throat. Yeah, well, the juju on that engagement ring, and then, you want to dress like her. Okay, but understand what happened to her. And I think, Space's wife will stay in place unless he decides that he wants to upgrade. I'm just saying. Which Sylvia? Sylvia Dixon? Yeah, I hope squad, all of us, those not in the squad, but you're here today, so I consider you squad, that you all, you know, just be safe. Just be safe. I'm becoming a darn near hermit because I'm not trying to go out anywhere, especially with my dad. I mean, I have to do certain things, appointments, blah, 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 but yeah, no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Okay. Oh, I'm not too far off. Did you say pacemaker? Okay. Y'all really don't like her, do you? I mean, I'm not calling her out by her name, but I just think these nicknames are priceless. We come up with some nicknames. Yeah, they are beginning to come home to roost. They really are. I would just say this. So we're supposed to be hearing about the bogus bullying allegations made against Megan. They postponed an investigation. And let me just say, as someone who has worked in human resources, um, they don't postpone investigations. When they begin an investigation, it goes till they're done. And then the findings come out. So, or with to those that are in the need to know, put it that way. The public is technically not in a need to know, but since the family put that out there, they're going to have to put it out there when they decide, oh, nothing of the bullying allegations. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Well, and that's one of the good things is it keeps us on the edge of our seats because we don't know what's coming next. So we have the idea of the Spotify. The podcasts do take time. Haters losing their minds because they don't have something to listen to pick apart. That is the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm not checking for content on the others. If I happen to see something in my timeline, I'll look to see what it is and then decide, am I going to share this or not? The article on Randy Andy and sweating, being that Miss Maxwell was convicted, it speaks volumes. And he needs to speak to the US authorities and just clear all that up and be done with it. And I know a judge did throw out his request to toss out whatever this lawsuit is, and they were like, no, can't happen. So, exactly, just relax now. And I think that's why we all, when we saw that holiday card, we all kind of breathed a sigh of relief. They made it this far, um, because it would have been where if they had their druthers, Harry would have been in a family pic as a, stand-in, just over there in the corner type thing, if he was in any of the pictures to begin with. So, and I heard all the people, why are they releasing a holiday card? And it's like everybody does. People who aren't quote royal release holiday cards. What are you, crazy? I love the ones, the family and the matching PJs. Just those crack me up because I'm like, that husband went along with that. Hey, kudos. Now the onesies, I do have to say, come on now, because you can't have a lot to sip on because then that onesie is a pain when you're trying to, especially females, when you're trying to go to the bathroom. Neither here nor there. That was another right turn. Coming back to center. Yeah, but isn't that the Royal Order of the Garter? Yeah, I had mentioned that earlier. So that is when you're officially part of the family, so to speak. Isn't that when you're acknowledged as part of the family? I thought she would have had hers already, but I guess not. Is it always that 10-year mark? I don't know. Has he ever been a Prince of Wales without a mistress? All the ones prior to him had them, didn't they? I'm just asking a question. And although the uncle that had the title, um, didn't necessarily, well, we don't know if he had mistress because they were able to hide that type of stuff back then. But anyway, moving right along. I thought I saw her in here earlier. Maybe I didn't. I thought I did. Somebody will correct me. But okay. Hopefully she's well. Excuse me. Usually with the holiday I don't get too worked up because most people are busy and family and all that stuff. So, yeah. Why would they come here? There's no reason for them to come here. There's none. None whatsoever, especially with the pandemic, none whatsoever. No, we don't need photo ops of you seeing Harry or whatever because then they're going to want pictures taken at their home. No, 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 no. And yeah, hopefully they stay somewhere in LA, wherever, and call it a day. Yeah, I agree with you, Derek's journey. It just, I saw a post and I cracked up laughing, although it just speaks volumes. Somebody said, I'm not giving 2022 any credit yet until I see, it was almost like until I see its relation to 2021 and 2020. So, you know, I'll have to find it because it was a cute little thing. Oh, and let me do this. Yeah. Oh, definitely, Beverly. I mean, those of us in the squad know that why she married him. Oh Lord, 345 Berry, yeah, I'm sure they'll be in the news. That, whenever there's something going on with one of them other family members, they have to use Harry and Meghan, so, and more so Meghan. Hey Ryan, how are you? I hope I haven't missed anybody. Please don't take offense if I missed you and didn't specifically say hi. It's a lot going on with the chat. Um, hey H Knight, how are you? Um, Yeah, they can't copy that. They've broken molds. So, yeah, there's no copying them unless you come out and admit your faults and all that other stuff. Yeah. I'm kind of glad Harry Was like, "Yeah, yeah, go ahead." See, we didn't take that as a sign. We took that as, "Oh, that's so sweet. He gave it to his brother." Harry's like, "Go ahead. Yeah, I know it's my mom's. I know it was left to me. You take it. You give it to her. She deserves the juju on it." That's my opinion. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. He knows too much, but oh, and the officers that were charged for um Giselle Maxwell's friend who was convicted and Randy Andy's friend, they had that mutual friend who died in jail. Yeah, the charges were dropped for those two POs, so I found that interesting after her conviction. What did you say? You're not Nostradamus? hmm The bullying allegation, they're going to have to just come out and say nothing was found and it was a mistake or whatever. They're going to have to clean that up. Um, Harry's book memoir will be out. I'm guessing all told based on if anything happens to his grandmother or whatever. But yeah. You mean the old man is still running around? Sausage Fingers, that is one of his nicknames. So I'm not just saying that. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh. Yes, he chose not to be a senior working, quote, working royal because they don't really work, but like how we 9 to 5ers or 8 to 5 or 10 to 6 or, people that do 12-hour, 16-hour shifts. Yeah, they don't work like that. So showing up and smiling, waving and opening, yeah, that's not work. In some aspects, yes, they are. They're probably worse than that. hmm hmm I know. I can look at that card. It just gives hope. And even what was said in their podcast last year to usher in 2021, love conquers all. They truly understand those words. So they've been through it. They have been through it. How is she going to go with him? I understand where you're going with that, but why would she go there? She didn't even visit her husband in the hospital. Why would she? Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. Okay. She needs better security because unless that was some made up story on the armed person that got inside. I mean, she did have somebody inside that got into her room one time, didn't she? Obviously, the person didn't mean to really do her any harm because, yeah. I don't know. I was on Twitter here and there, but not that much to see what she was getting dragged for and don't even care, to tell you the truth. I do not care for the antics, whatever. Yeah, because she was very pregnant and could not attend. Yep. I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay. I don't see it about him. I never saw him as being handsome when he was younger, but we all have different eyes and vision when it comes to what is attractive to us. So yeah, I'll just leave that one alone to each his or her own. And then I saw some crazy headline saying, there's always these body language experts when it comes to just Harry and Meghan. I'm like, really? Because they hold hands or, you know, just smile at each other. There's like issues with that. I don't get that, but okay. I had someone once, my husband and I, laughing and joking with each other, and the person stopped us and was like, "Thank you," because to see a black couple laughing and joking like you 2, you know, really makes me happy, and it took me by surprise. I was like, "What?" Because 'Cause I'm not thinking of others watching, but see, you never know who's watching you. Never know. So when you're out there cutting up and carrying on, people are watching. When you're just living life and having a good time, people are watching. They're taking notes. So yeah. Yeah. And it was a beautiful actually that it was funny because they said that the weather was exceptionally warmer that day that they got married. Um, and it was sunny. And when I look at okay, what is it called leading up to the Windsor Castle? Whatever that driveway, it's got some name to it. But anyway, to see all those people out there, it was just mind blowing. That was amazing to me. And lining the street, and it was a day of joy. And some of us still are loving and living in that joy. So yeah. Yeah, they would have to apologize publicly. Like, I mean, get on, you know how you do your annual speeches, you're gonna have to get on TV and do something like that and apologize. Hi Gail, how are you? Yeah. Mhm. Exactly. Many of us saw it as some grand gesture on Harry's part, but actually, I guess it was a grand gesture, but that juju went with that ring. That's what I say. So yeah. Um, I don't even know how people in the UK could handle that man on TV every single morning without having agita ulcers because that he just to go on and on and on for years every day he ranted and raved and he lied. Because as we see, we have pictures of him with Maxwell, Giselle Maxwell, and Randy Andy, and all the other royals and all that other stuff. But there's no pictures of the day he allegedly met Meghan at a press event for Suits. The man takes pictures with everybody. So that's why I call him on that. That's a lie. A lie, a lie, a lie. He's never met her. But he was allowed to go on that way because she had no way of shutting it down. And probably his best way to handle him is not to say anything. Just ignore his crazy behind. So now we're hearing that, yeah, it could be that he was well, he basically said that, royal family approves of his words and all that other stuff. So yeah, he's probably on their payroll too. Way, let me just say this, way back in the day. So we're talking like teen magazine days back in the day. I would give it maybe he was 17 or 18 when he had a full hair of blonde hair and didn't smile too hard. He was cute. Space was cute. Harry always had this thing about him. Okay. Those that understand what I'm talking about, he just had a thing about him that was much more attractive. So, and then with that beard, when he grew that beard, please. Whew. I just to do a documentary on body language on a couple that you see no issues, but you want to make issues out of it just cracks me up. There's a YouTube channel that I did see and did not skip right past it that is talking. I saw them. They had Harry and Meghan and the other couple, and I was like, nope, not even going to listen to this craziness. So yeah, moving right along. Hello, the gathering within. How are you? I hope you are well. Uh, Diane. Mm. When you try too hard, that's why you don't understand a holiday Christmas card, when you try too hard. You can tell when people are truly being genuine, just, "Here we are, we're just in." You snap the picture, and a lot of times photographers like to catch that element of, "They're really not kind of paying attention to me here." Snap, and they just capture a moment, so when it's all, "Look at the camera, smile." Even with all family pictures, you can laugh at them because 'cause you're like, "Yep, that one's looking away," but that was the one where everybody had a smile on their face, the kid isn't crying or this isn't going on, but yep, mhm. Mm. Well, I mean, even we discussed that last week with the so-called that was supposed to be an apology, but wasn't an apology, but nevertheless, I digress, that they used her title versus using her name, and every other article was her name versus using a title because she's not they weren't gonna call her that, you know, with some disrespectful way that they were trying to be. It's just very weird that media. I'm glad we over here don't we see tabloids at the checkout stand. Do we buy them? Maybe. I've never been one. Star Magazine, Inquirer, hell no. Come on now. They always have the aliens, this and that, whatever's going on. But yeah, and enough people sued them, I think, almost out of business. So, but you have to be careful of the People magazines and this and that and all this other stuff. So yeah, exactly. Everybody smile. That's all. Hi, Faye. How are you? Happy New Year to you. All right, I'm only about 4 minutes behind in the comments. I hope you are feeling better. I saw your upload, so. Ah, well, you got to wonder if there's others out there that look like them that could be, half siblings. I'm just saying. Because if you're messy enough to fool around on your wife, you're probably messy enough to have other kids. Which always leads me back to why a will has to be under lock and key for, what is it, 99 years? So none of us will ever know what was in that particular person's will. Although he got prominent standing on the Christmas desk. I'm just saying. Mhm. Okay. Everything's done for a reason, for a purpose. That is so sad when you really think about it. She picked it out of a catalog. This man is going to be king of the country one day, but she picked her ring out of a catalog, which just shows she came from status as well. Um, but, he didn't go to what's Harry Winston? Is that like isn't that a jeweler? Harry Winston? Over here it's Jarrett, He went to Jarrett's, but and laid out 100, 200,000 on a diamond. Yeah, whatever. Okay. There you go. Um, hopefully they put that ring on display and just leave it there, cause yeah. You think she'll give it up? She won't try to keep it in a settlement or something? Yes, thank you, Beverly, for co-signing with me. He had that beard changed the game for him, more so. He always had that but that when he grew that beard, please. Please, please, please. So check out Just Relax Now. Any of the other content creators in here, feel free to use this code that you see on the screen now, and then Nightbot will drop the link to your channel. And good to see you, Nightbot. Happy New Year to you, Nightbot. First time I've seen you in a couple of weeks. I'm very good. I'm very, very, very good. Thank you for asking. I will say for those of you once this live is over, and I'm probably gonna get off in a little bit, but please check out, my community tab and listen to the New Year guided affirmations that the Gathering Within did, and, yes, it's so worth it, so, so, so worth it. So, you know, we all could use that extra affirmation and, going into this year for the positivity and all that we seek to manifest in our lives, because if you dwell on the negative, that's what you will manifest. I believe that. I'm just saying. You don't have to believe that, but yeah. That's true, Joseph. There are slow news days, but that is part of the reason they have them. It gives them, I guess, content for the next however many. Clark is just kind of obvious. The man has a picture taken with every celebrity, political head, whatever, whomever it is, if he's interviewing them, whatever. And at a presser or press event that was for suits, they do take pictures. So where's your proof that you actually met her that day? And you tried to make it nefarious that you met her at a pub in the middle of the night and all this stuff. He was a lion snake and nobody called him on it, so I do have a problem, but the whole goal was to tarnish her name in that country. Some of them succeeded, but if you are a sane person, I'll just say it that way, and you have blinders off when it comes to the monarchy as a whole, they're not perfect. No one is perfect. So, pictures are staged, you know, there's photo ops here and there. Invisible contract, anybody? So, I'm just saying. Do the males get it, Rosa? I didn't think the males got it, but he hasn't gotten it yet, has he? I'm not understanding. Like, we know he's part of the family. Space got it only because sooner, only because he is heir. So, from my understanding of when I was doing research on it, but whew, Joyce, skipping that right along. Credentials don't matter. I mean, are those Carnival of Experts ever asked about their credentials? They make it sound like being able to speak on the royals, we can speak on the royals. Do we need a little bit of the history? I mean, you can go back in time and look at documentaries and see some of the history, but what is there to know? I'm just saying, what is there to know? How many lives did they enrich aside from their own? And then you find out people are paying for access. Oh boy, yeah. See how that quietly went away too? I'm just saying. Yes, he did. Well, it's funny that Charles and Andrew would have a rivalry. I can say the word, I really can. Rivalry when um there really was there's such an age gap with them. What rivalry? I mean, as the heir, Charles couldn't just go off to war, and the same with his heir. And to degrade people who did, I mean, give Randy Andy his props for what he did in one of the wars. I'll just say that because I don't remember which one specifically. But it's all the other stuff that he has gotten away with being the son of the queen. So all of them. But there's another brother in there. So I just, why would the rivalry be between them? That's my whole thing. But I think Space, the oldest one, made it a rivalry with Harry. Harry already coming at the time of his birth and from probably the time he knew to say mama and daddy or whatever they call papa and mama or whatever. He knew you are you are the what if something bad happens to your brother, the spare. So you're not as important. We love you. I mean, that really is the vibe I get. So I'm glad Harry was able to serve, but understand that they did pull him out too. And not necessarily because his location was given away, it was a PR stunt too. Oh, look at the loving father, you know. Harry was very distraught to come back home. And many of us didn't understand all that was probably going on. Now we have a clearer vision to understand. If you saw the videos when he did come back, he was distraught. And although his father and at the time brother, in whatever manner he was, were there to bring him home, yeah, all that glitters is not gold. So there's a lot behind that. Hmm. Yes, it's very. I've had 3 cups of tea. I think I'm in the need for another. Exactly, Mary Man. Exactly, Mary Man. Exactly, Mary Man. Philip's will is private, locked down, secured by courts, but Meghan is not to have privacy at all, and not in any particular manner. Make sense of it, everybody. Make sense of it. Everybody is has a right to privacy. They never said that they were leaving to have privacy. That wasn't the reason. So, that's a UK media type of thing, but mm. And it's just sad that they're trying so hard. She's been in that family so long. I mean, heck, when she was dating, she could have been making leeways as far as charitable work. Gee, maybe we should take the work out of it and just say, participating with charities and, kind of really setting herself up for the role that she was aspiring to attain, and she has obtained it in a degree. But until he reaches and is installed in his role, she won't have the QC role or title. So I know, isn't that something? And just watching their engagement video, and he made that little joke like, "Don't ever take it off." Like, "You better not ever take it off," something to that degree. And I missed it probably like the first 10 times I watched that engagement interview, and then one day I happened to catch it, and I'm like, "What did he say?" And I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, at that moment, you had to realize how much he loved her. He was serious about that. Serious about that. Ah, yes, 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 yes. I'm glad I'm not the only one that says that, cause or sees it or felt that way, cause yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, it is a wonderful thing that they're safe, and, again, we have to have, um aw, we it you don't have to thank me. It's well deserved. We have to give thanks also to those who moved in silence. Tyler Perry, of course, Oprah, being the, um, what is it? The connectivity or the connection between the two of them, but getting them to safety here in the States, and, Megan back home, and then getting the security and allowing them to get a somewhat of a breather and get their bearings. To have security taken away from you and royal security protection, which probably garners a whole nother level of, I don't know, just I look at this the royal security in an aspect, and maybe I'm wrong, as to what Secret Service does for the president, vice president, and cabinet members, etc. But um, yeah, I think their security detail now, because these are the security details that celebrities have. Yep, try it if you want to. Just try it if you want to. Hmm. Hey, it is what it is. If that's what makes their life joyous, to have a piece of cloth or a ribbon on a piece of cloth that signifies whatever, when all the other royal families I know have the same type of thing. I don't know. It is what it is. Yay! Charles's wife gets to wear the funny hat and robe and all that, right? Don't the women wear the same thing, or the women don't? They just stand there in the dresses to look nice. I don't know. Anyway, moving along. Don't care. Oh, stop the presses. Stop the presses. I'm only 8 minutes behind. Hello, Church Nelly. See, I mentioned her while back, and here she is. How are you? I just should leave this comment because that just that right there sums up why we all love Church Nelly. Yes. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. She comes in like blazes, and she just doesn't behave. She doesn't even know what that word means. We wouldn't change a thing about her. Well, yeah. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, I know it won't be in my lifetime. I don't have children, so it wouldn't be in theirs, but yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting. Right. That picture had a timestamp on it. So Megan announced in a tweet that there is a picture of before her social media was taken down. Thank God to those who had the sense to download that and the TIG and everything. So that she said that she was in England, the UK, for a press event for Suits. Other castmates were there also. Hello. And that was in the early afternoon of July 1st, I believe it was. And then, or the June 30th, excuse me. And then he does some at midnight on, and it was at midnight on July 1st. Excuse you, sir. Excuse you. You take a picture with everybody. I'm just going to keep reiterating that. He takes a picture with everybody, but yet he never has shown proof that he met her. He just went with a lie, and I believe he was paid to continue that whole narrative as if there was something about her. She don't want you, crazy man. Firstly, you're married. She wasn't at the time. You know, they made a big deal of her being in someone else's DMs. But when she had the TIG, that's how people communicate to set up interviews, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Who cares? You exchange, emails. So exactly, for Fiesta's husband is in between all that. But he gets left in the sauce, poor thing. He gets left in the sauce. I thought for sure they were going to give him his father's title, but I guess he was lied to too. Ooh. Oh, Joseph, that was his refuge. And this may sound crazy, but even though it was a war zone, that was his refuge. And he was able to be himself. And I love that there are those that were serving with him and under him who really let it be known he wasn't about this, I'm a prince bullcrap. He wasn't about that. I have the title of prince, and therefore I'm going to have special, sleeping quarters and this and that. No, he was with them and was part of them. So That to me speaks volumes about his character more than anything any UK media could ever say about him. And then when he got up and ran, when he was doing that interview, yes, we all know because we got a shot of the abs. I'm just saying. Okay, moving along. Let me behave and leave him alone. Hi, Harry and Meghan, if you're listening. I would be taken out if that was true. And I know they're not. I'm just saying. I just have to laugh and say that. Well, they could, but it has that. There's a movie, Single White Female, and those are the vibes that I get. I'm just saying from the sister-in-law in the UK. I'm just saying. Just saying. So I'm glad that they're out of that country because there's just no telling what could have happened to them. That would have been a quote accident. Just saying. Only Church Nelly would come in and say something like that. And then in all caps so we all see it. You know what I'm saying? She's making sure, "Oh, you're gonna see what I'm saying." So, yeah. I think Space's wife have it, and it's usually the 10 they always talk about, especially for the women that come into the family, it's that 10-year mark. Well, I guess well, you never know because she could live another 15 years, but I don't see Megan flying over there to receive anything like that. If it was even bestowed upon them, and I'm sure they would rather slit their nets than to, give her that type of honor, so to speak, but she wouldn't want it. Well, hmm, he kinda reminds me of Fredo from the I know it's a bad analogy, but it is kind of yeah, Godfather. Ed kinda gives me them Fredo vibes. Oh, okay. Thank you for hanging out that long, I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's true, never thought that, and also never thought that his wife would be one to be like, "I'm not gonna stand around and take this from anybody, you're not gonna do this." Though they did push her mental buttons, thankfully, her husband loved her more than a title and said, "We are outta here." So, that I will ever be grateful to because it could be a whole 'nother situation, but anyway, we don't have to ponder that anymore, so hello, C-Mac. How are you? Happy New Year. Welcome, welcome. I know I'm minutes behind. Gwendolyn, hello, hello. Let me try to catch up here a little bit. See, you start going through the comments and then you get distracted a little bit. Let me see, what is this saying? He has a very good heart because each year he does that pays off like the layaways of people, whether Walmart or wherever the store, and then or groceries. So imagine being in line and then you're told, "Oh, because you're one of the first 100 through, your grocery bill is paid for." Can you imagine that? Phew, what a blessing. Yeah, I think so too because the royal security has to report the comings and goings, and that's now off the table and nobody knows. I mean, heck, they had a whole storyline going about her, delivering at one hospital, and meanwhile she had delivered Archie at another one and was back home when Harry came out to do his announcement. Just priceless moment. Hey, Nova Real Show, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Now, we've had discussions about you and the food uploads that you do. Cut it out, Nova. You always hit right at dinner time, and it's like, damn, that looks so good. Now I want to go out and get something to eat, but I digress. No, welcome, welcome. That's true. That's very, very true, Joyce. Ah, the chocolate medals. Yeah, that's true. He does have real ones. He does have real ones. Uh-oh, cookies and cream. What you doing over there? Behave yourself. You done got a little too time out, delete happy. Oh, you bad, bad. The gathering within is a good, good heart, spirit over there. Mm, interesting. Interesting. Well, there it goes to show those funny hats and robes and feathers and all that stuff. Yeah, everyone never knows what's going on behind those secretive doors. Yes, we should always be grateful for that. And I have to say, I don't know, did he ever come out and acknowledge that's what he did? I mean, mind you, we knew they were staying at his home and all, but I don't just shows again the people that they have surrounded themselves. Yeah. Pine needles. Let's be specific here. Pine needles. That's what Joyce is referring to properly. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, it might be a good thing. I think the fae or the fairies kind of hit it just to protect you from really cutting up too badly. I'm just saying. And hello, Myra. How are you? Woo! I love when I see people and they swoop in and it's just like, yep, you are a squatty because you aren't even playing around. See, I wish people had done that. There were some big names that could have done that to him way back. Right now, I don't care what he has to say, and I hope he just stays off TV, but we don't have to worry about him. Hey, Mrs. S channel member. How are you? Barbados. Oh, you're on your trip, huh? I'm jealous. So jealous. But that's okay. Enjoy, be safe on your travels. Just be safe. But enjoy. Have a little tropical drink for me. Even if just have a drink for me and the rest of us here. Church Nelly, I tell you, you are a gem, and you just zap life right back into the chat, and because we're in a way clutching our pearls because we don't know what you're going to say next, but we're so glad you're here to say whatever crazy thing you're going to say. Oh goodness, yeah, I need to get off here. I do. I need to get off here. So that way you all can get on with what you're doing or whatever plans you have. Does anybody have any plans for the weekend? I don't think I'm going to do the Sunday chat. I think this has been good enough to do for the year. So start off the year. And it's been long enough. You all have been sitting around and participating, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you, even the other ones in the clouds listening in. Hi, how are you? I hope you are well. Happy New Year to you as well. I haven't said this at all, so I'm going to say it now. Please hit the thumbs up for those of you that are very active in the chat. Please hit the thumbs up for those of you in the cloud. Please also hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Each and every one of you. Hello, Kenneth. How are you? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. See, we're still around for those that are like slowly dragging about and getting up and getting on. I didn't think I would be going this long. All right, let me show some of the fun stuff that I had. Some of the That's true. She's not. She's really not. And I thought of this. You remember in the interview when Megan said that she had wrote a letter and said, "Use me. I'm here for you. Use me." I wish she had not framed it as that because they did use her and they still continue to use her. That thought came to me the other day and I was like, "Oh, they took that literally and they have been doing just that and it's harmful what they're doing." But yeah, I'm just saying. Joseph, okay, stop it. Y'all are really cutting up today. 2022, welcome. Oh, thank you, Facing Reality. I'm glad you're still around. Hey, Modest Moon Gazer, how are you? Happy New Year. I know I've said it before, but you have to check out Modest Moon Gazer on Instagram. You'll love, I hope, as much as I do, the content there. So, all right, let me share. Let me go through these really quickly. I'm not going to get sidetracked because y'all love to sidetrack me, and I take the bait each and every time. Oh, okay, yes. Those things that you have to do, the beginning of the year, or if it's just a Saturday routine, you know. Oh, goodness gracious. Yep, there you go. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of overlapping, and you know, what? Spot 'em? Shot 'em? What? The incomparable Spot 'em, Shot 'em is here. Hello, how are you? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thanks for coming out of the clouds because I'm sure you've been hanging out and you said hello and all that stuff. Okay, now I think I'm all caught up. Yes, yes, yes. All right, I just wanted to share this because, um, it's not a surprise, but yes. Named the most intelligent British royal in a new study. I did not read the article. I just took a screenshot. This is from 5 days ago. But I find it funny because, yeah, we already knew that. She does have a college degree and college degree. Just saying. I don't believe when I hear what the others talk that they have a degree. It's just who they are and they got the degree. Okay, moving on. Now, this is a fun fact. Now, for many of you, you may not even remember this. But for those of us who are old enough, yes, okay. Today, back in 1983, Madonna's single, Everybody, climbed to number 4 on the Billboard. Now, one of the best albums, especially during that time. I'm not going to say how old I was in 83, but I was old enough. Um, I just wanted to share that because it's a little bit different. It's not really Sussex content, but it's a fun fact for the day. So yeah, long, long time ago. That was the jam, by the way, back then, just so you all know. I can't play it because, yeah, I'm not trying to get those red marks. So, just saying. Oh, moonshine. Let it go. Let it flow. There you go. Hey, how are you? Well, I'm glad you were hanging out in the clouds. Hopefully, it's nice and fluffy up there and comfy and all that stuff. But I'm glad you came out of the clouds to say hi. Yes, Bottom. I know. 1983. I feel older, although I know I am older probably than most. But yeah, but that music, the 80s music, yeah, timeless, just timeless. In fact, when I get off here, I'll probably put it on and just go on and enjoy and dance around as if I was back at that age that I was back then. Woo! Many, many moons ago. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I see there's a lot. My alerts have been blowing up on different people going live and all that stuff. Oh, Towels, thank you. I think you shared it out. Thank you very much. I appreciate that on Twitter and stuff. I appreciate that. If you're still hanging out here. All right. Now, for me to catch up, you know what happens. I slowly try to wind down the chat. There's a lot of people in here. I'm really surprised, honored and surprised, humbled and surprised. So, whichever quadrant you've come out of, I do hope that you all have a wonderful 2022 and that you come out of the clouds a little more often and at least say hi, so at least I know who you are. But please do hit the thumbs up, on your way in. If you're headed out on your way out, I appreciate that. And I like to thank those who are able to share and do share out. I like to just thank them for that. How many of you are pretty surprised? I shocked myself when I respond to some of you just post a comment and you're probably like, well, dang, she's responded already. Oh, yeah, it doesn't take much for me to hurt myself. One good leg kick or, s- swivel of the hip, and I'm probably going to be out of commission for days. Exactly. That would be pretty cool to see. I mean, yeah, it's been 2 years. No, no, there was no invite for them, please. Are you kidding me? What is this? Oh, okay. I had to read that slowly, make sure it wasn't that you were saying I'm in. But yeah. Okay, Beverly. Well, then, you're up there with me. Probably a little older than me, but yeah, 83 was a year. A lot of the 80s, 70s too, but Ah, are we like caught up? I don't know. Yeah. Um, be kind to me. Okay, wow. Look at that. Everybody's been doing really good. Thank you for the thumbs up, everyone. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Well, I mean, I don't know about all that, but I thank you for the vote of confidence. Now, I can't argue too much with Mrs. S because she'll get me when we get offline here. Channel members can send messages that just channel members see, and then I communicate with them. And yeah, Mrs. S don't care. She'll put it out there on my main community tab. She don't mind, which I don't mind. She's not bad, but so again, it's 2022, new year. Hopefully, those of you in the clouds, all of you that are hanging out and all, will consider possibly supporting the channel on a monthly basis. I mean, just saying, channel member. Uh, and you can ask the other one, those that are channel members, and you can tell by the little icon by their name. By the way, to the channel members that are in here, let me click over to, I have to come into the YouTube sphere. Um, If you click on the smiley face, those of you that are channel members, if you click on the smiley face, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? She would get me. She would get me. See what I go through? She gets me, man. She'd be yoking me up and stuff. But anyway, back to this. If you're a channel member and you click on the smiley face, you will see three emojis that were set up just for channel members. And so lightning bolt is if you really are angry about something in a sense. You know what Tiffany's for, and then there's a heart. So we've been feeling ourselves. There's really nothing. I'll just say, I'll put this out here right now. This is what the channel members get to enjoy. So this is special emojis that YouTube approved and are used for the channel members, which is called Squad, because I really couldn't come up with anything else. And There's only one tier. I don't have multiple tiers like many other channels. Again, I'm always the different one. And yeah, that's about it. So right now I'm feeling like this. And so I'm just gonna blast Tiffany because yes, it's the beginning of the year and I'm loving the energy coming into this year and we're gonna zap out all, the craziness as much as we can and then go from there, you know, manifest our lives, happiness and joy and peace. Yes. Well, good. I'm glad I don't scare any of you. I just happen to be on and I see um of course if I'm on a live, I'm probably not responding to comments, but once I get off then I can get through them. But it's important to me that if you took the time to support by watching an upload or hanging out in the live, especially if you hung out through the entire live, if you didn't have something else to do that pulls you away, and you leave another comment for me, yeah, I just feel that it's what I should do as the content creator, just to give thanks back to you and let you know you are seen and you are appreciated. So you too, H Night. You too. Be safe. Um, I will look into some collabs that do make sense. Like I said, I'm not into the challenges, and maybe I'll just have some of the content creators come up that I know of and have met along the way. That way they can at least introduce their channel better than I probably could, and even share some of their content if they want here, just to give you a little idea of what's out there. Um, and most of it is outside of Sussex, but it doesn't mean that it's not good content or really, really great content. So maybe if I create another tier, that's what that will be. Mary man, my God, my gut hurts because I'm holding in a laugh that you just would not believe. Vibrators. I'm gonna keep that. I'm writing that down. If I do another tier, then yeah, I will consider that. Oh my gosh. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I couldn't think of. I should have asked everybody, some ideas, but when you're in the midst of trying to get that out, and it does have to go through an approval process with YouTube, the emojis, and you can have, I think it's up to 5 tiers, and you have to be very, as a content creator, you have to be very strategic in how you set up when you become monetized, how you set things up, because if you decide, "Oh, I don't want just this tier, now I want it to be another," and you go to delete that tier, all of those memberships go away. So you would have to add it tiers, and then, you can always add up to the 5. It's just a matter of they do look and frown upon if you have 5 tiers and you delete one and all those members go away. It is something that YouTube will kind of frown upon, so just be very strategic in how you set things up on your channel, so oh my goodness. What? Yes, that's true. And squad just encompasses several channels. If you are Sussex positive, to me, you're part of squad, so yeah. And I know there are some channel members that are not part of Sussex squad, so to speak, but slowly they're becoming just the content that I share with the channel members, so Um, wow, y'all really do enjoy that? I'm not sure. I don't know what's out there, and of course, it's within what I can see. Like, I'm really not. There's enough of us that support Netflix, and I don't have it, and I probably could get in, but it's like one more thing to add to the plate, and I don't really want to do that. I'm not sure. I'll have to see what's out there. I could do Euphoria, but the content that entails, yeah, I'll probably be flagged all over the place, so I'll probably leave that alone, but I wanna support Zenyatta. Jeez. Ooh. Oh my. Um, to the super chat selections? No. So now I will say if you've been a member at least a month, if you hit on the dollar sign, actually it does show. It is under there. My bad. I see it now. Maybe I'm the only one that sees it because I am the content or the channel owner. But if you click on the dollar sign, it should show you that. Maybe I'm hoping because it's I see it on my end. So um Kimberly, let me know if you click there, can you see it or not? But what I was going to say for those that are channel members and at least a month, if you click on the dollar sign, there's a special one set for you. And if you click on it, it's a free, it just is a message. And it's not that you're going to be charged anything, it's free. And it'll tell you that it's free as part of being a channel member. So just wanted to say that. Bye, Kay. Yes, until we meet, we chat again, which, is pretty much daily here and there. So, but yes, we do continue to clap back and we will always continue to clap back. So, mm, okay. Oh my goodness. You all, I've had a good time with you all. Wow, 2.5 hours almost. So, yeah, I'm feeling like that right now. I'm still standing, but I appreciate you all. I really, really do. And I don't want you to ever feel like I don't. Oh, it doesn't show, so it only shows on mine. All right. So, if you're on your cell phone, because it's a little different on cell versus computer, but you just have to go to my channel and you can do that by when you come out of the chat. It should show the join. There should be a join button, but maybe on the cell phone it doesn't show that. But just click on where my icon is, and that'll take you to the main page. And hopefully you'll see the join button. Some people have told me they don't see the join button, and that kind of bugs me out, but that's a YouTube glitch that I don't have any control over. So I'm just saying. But let me know if you have any other issues or questions or whatever, Kimberly. So, yes, it's going to be an awesome year in Montecito as well as for all of us across this globe. And as we're putting out that positivity, especially towards them and just for ourselves and each other, it will come back. We all know that. So, love conquers all. So, I know. And I started and I didn't even read. So, I'll put up their favorite quote. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. So, oh, and fair use. I didn't have this up earlier. I don't want any issues, but I didn't really share anything that was that crazy. So I'm just saying. Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use from the beginning to the end. There you go. All right. I think I'm good now. Everyone have a wonderful afternoon. Oh, and I'm going to at least do that for you. Since it's been, I didn't have any background music. I'm trying to be very, very careful when I do pick some music and that I don't wind up with any issues. So, because we don't want that. But I'll pick something that's a little funkier for us to sign off from. But Let me look at the last. Happy New Year. Yes. Everybody have a wonderful. On the sign, it's the dollar sign. Okay. It's odd that not everybody. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Hopefully you'll be able to watch on the replay. I'm getting ready to sign off. I've had people hanging out and enjoying all this time, so we're all going to soar. They definitely are going to soar. That's for sure. That is for sure. So for everybody, thank you for coming, hanging out with me on the first live for 2022 Sussex Saturday, and I'm sure I will see many of you in other YouTube halls, although some that I'm probably not going to visit anymore, but I'm just saying, but for others I will. And you know what, who channels I'm talking about that I will participate on, and then there's others that sadly that was back in 2021. So all right, everybody, yes, stay safe, hydrate, wear your mask, wear a mask, wear a mask. Love you all. Mwah, 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 mwah. Please take care, and we will be talking and chatting soon. Bye, everybody.